welcome to another video from iGadgets Techie, and today we're taking a look at the brand new HTC One M8, the successor to the HTC One M7, which was released last year in 2013. First of all, let's have a quick look at the design. Now, this is probably the most beautiful mobile device with its stunning design. The device feels premium with 90% of it being metal. It has a brushed metal aluminium finish, and the all metal aluminium design has chamfered edges, making the device a lot more smoother and comfortable to hold in the hand. On the right hand side we have the volume rocker key, and also we've got a micro SD card slot for external storage, which is a very welcome feature. On the left we have the SIM card tray for the nano SIM that it now takes. On the top we have the infrared blaster as well as the power button, which has actually been moved more to the right, making it a lot more comfortable to reach. On the bottom, this has the standard micro USB port as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the front we have a 1080p 5-inch IPS LCD display with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection to guard against scratches, a 5-megapixel front-facing camera as well as the speaker grills. On the back we have not one but two camera lenses for the new HTC One Duo camera setup. We still have the 4 ultra-pixel camera with dual coloured LED flash, similar to what we find on the iPhone 5S. In terms of the specs, it's powered by a 2.3 GHz Snapdragon brand new 801 processor, Adreno 330 GPU graphics, a 5-inch display with 1080p resolution, 2GB of RAM, 4 ultra-pixel dual camera, a 2600 mAh battery. It has NFC and 4G connectivity, and it runs on KitKat 4.4.2 with HTC Sense 6.0 overlay on top of it. Taking a closer look at the display has been upgraded to 5 inches from the 4.7-inch screen we had on the 2013 HTC One M7. It comes in with the same resolution of 1920 by 1080p and gives us a PPI of 441. The display, in my opinion, produces vibrant colours with good viewing angles, making it a pleasure to use. Now, taking a look at the audio quality, the new HTC Boom Sound takes the audio experience on a mobile device to a brand new level. It produces crystal clear sound with rich tones, making it the best in the market. According to HTC, this new device is 25 to 40% more louder than the HTC One M7, which itself is no slouch in terms of audio quality. The new model has a dual front stereo speakers with a new amplifier as well as redesigned speaker chambers. Moving on to performance, with the 801 Snapdragon processor and 2GB of RAM, navigating on the device is a breeze. It's very fast with no noticeable lag whatsoever. It handles everything very smoothly, and you should have no problems running high-end games on it. Moving on to the software, it runs Sense 6.0, and in my opinion is the most visually appealing skin on an Android device. We also benefit from the extra features it brings. On the far left of the home screens we have Blink Feed. Now, this is a lot more intuitive and it makes for a more fluid experience. Blink Feed allows us to keep up to date with the social networking as well as staying well informed of the latest news. Also, we now have the option to create our own custom feeds. With the new software we also have Motion Launch. With the built-in motion sensors, this allows access to sensor-based features, and these are picking up the phone in portrait orientation and tapping device on the display will turn the screen on. Swiping from left to right will turn the screen on and open Blink Feed. Swiping from right to left will open the main home screen. Swiping from the bottom up will open whatever screen the phone was on when it went to sleep. Swiping the top down will open voice dialing. Picking up the phone in landscape orientation and pressing the volume button will open the camera app. Moving on to the biggest talking point with the release of this device, let's take a closer look at the new camera and the new software it uses. This new device still has an ultra pixel rear camera, which equates to around 4 megapixel camera, but this is meant to give a better low light performance. But now we also have a second depth of field sensor which sits just above the main camera, and this gives us the ability to refocus the photos after they've been taken. The image quality is decent, but nothing out of the world, and although with the larger sensor it can take pictures in low light, unfortunately we do get a lot of noise in them. So in terms of the new camera software features, we have quite a few different options available. We've got an option called U-Focus. This feature takes advantage of the depth of field sensor, and this allows us to refocus on a certain part of the image by simply just tapping on it. We also have a feature called Foreground and Seasons. Again, this takes advantage of the depth of field sensor and allows us to apply special effects to the different layer on the photos. The effects we get are sketch, zoom, blur, cartoon and colorize. We also have the seasons feature, and this allows us to add life to our photos by adding seasonal effects. These include dandelion, maple and snow. We also have a couple of other features, including a feature called Dimension, and this basically gives us a 3D view of the image. And then we also have the basic photo editing tool, which just allows us to touch up our photos. Now finally, coming to battery life, the new HTC One M8 in my opinion offers impressive battery life that easily carries you through a full day of use with plenty of charge left for you in the next morning when you wake up. There's also a new feature which is going to be released in the coming few weeks. This is called Extreme Power Saving. Now with this mode, a fully charged phone will deliver 14 days worth of battery life, although it will be able to do so by restricting the phone's functions to a handful of apps on a special screen. These features will include calls, texts and email, and obviously the background data will be turned off, as well as the screen's brightness being dimmed. The mode can be activated manually or automatically, with HTC saying the battery can deliver 15 hours of life with just 5% power left. Users will be able to set their own threshold for automatically switching to the battery saving mode. Coming to the final conclusion, in my opinion, HTC has managed to raise the bar in mobile design. Of course, it's not all about the design, and thankfully HTC has also nailed the technical side of things, bringing together in a neatly tied aluminium sealed package against which all the other phones in 2014 will be judged. Now that's all from me for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, please do give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next one.